Hey guys, it is Thursday, June 27th, 2024, and I'm back with some more free VSTs / music production software to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, guys, we are continuing with this month's theme of free EQs. So let's jump right back into it. So the free apps we have for today, the free VST plugins, are as follows. So first up here we have Warmy EP 1A. So this one, like what I discussed a couple of videos ago, this is another Pool Tech style EQ. So once again, I'm not going to go through what a Pool Tech styled EQ is. Do your research. It is emulating a very, very, very famous legacy piece of software. Famous legacy piece of software. Sorry, hardware from the hardware days in the studio. You can still find them in studios now, but there's just something that it does, how it handles the frequencies that it does work with. So you see pretty much the same layout here. Boost cut on the low area, boost cut in the high area, and you have some knobs to pick frequency ranges and also the bandwidth, broadness or sharpness, how wide or narrow the bandwidth is for the high section in particular. This Warmy EQ from Kiev Audio, they have been updating it and really adding some new things. So the new thing with this one is they added a tube section. They've been updating the interface, updating it to VST3, making sure it's compatible with Mac and all the new M1 Mac situations over there. And they also added this new tube section where it's going to add a bit of tube saturation, tube warmth if you crank it, and if you want you can kind of back it off to get a more transparent EQ processing experience. So that is the Warmy EP from the developer Kiev Audio. So next up we have Slick EQ. This is from Tokyo Dawn Records, or TDR, and with this one it is emulating a hardware styled EQ. They have pretty much locked off band ranges. You have low, mid, and high, and you have a high pass and low pass down here. You can switch these to shelves or band, I should say, on the high and on the low range section. Pretty simplistic. They have some settings to change the performance. Within the settings section, you hit the cog icon. You have some performance modes, precision, low power mode. And the cool thing about this one is that they have different algorithmic, different algorithmic modes. So how it acts as far as saturation and tone and characteristic. So they have one mode that is Soviet, one is German, one's British, and one is American. So it'll be emulating the different style of EQ and tone from famous devices from those regions. I think the Soviet one is kind of not really emulating something that's known. They just have a fourth category called Soviet. But with the German, the British, and the American, we kind of know what they're trying to emulate. So definitely check that one out. Next up here, we have a more simplistic EQ. It's a 3-band EQ. This is from a bundle from the developer Kilohertz. I think there's about close to 30 different plugins, very handy everyday plugins that you need, like a compressor. They have filters, flangers. I think there's a delay, things of that nature, but I'm just focusing on the EQ today. So it's a simple 3-band EQ. What I like about it is, one, it's resizable. Two, it's very simple. So when you just need to grab something quick to shape something or fix something, knock something out, roll something out, frequency wise, this is going to get you there quickly. The interface is pretty simple, very intuitive, and it seems to be lightweight. I'm going to try see in the future if when I'm mixing, I'll use this like on an entire mix as my like main EQ that I go to for just about every channel. You know, you have that EQ that you always grab to do a quick roll off of the low end and a little cleanup real quick. So I'm going to try to use this one and see how it performs as far as sound, and also just how does it perform when I have a bunch of it on a bunch of different tracks, just to see how CPU and resource intensive it is and if it holds up. So that is the 3-band EQ from Kilohertz. Next up, we have a blend EQ. This is from Analog Obsession. They always make pretty good and interesting hardware emulation. Within the name, it says it. Analog Obsession, that's the developer's name. So they're kind of obsessed with emulating analog plugins. So you see here, just the look alone is emulating like a rack mounted device. The unique thing about this one is that they have 2 algorithmic modes. They have one called the N model and the A model. They say the A model is more, it's going to bring out your transients, and then the N model is going to be a little bit smoother. Did I say that backwards? No, the N model is the one. Yes, N model is going to give you smoother transients. So maybe sounds that are more legato, bass piano, things like that. And then the N model, the A model, I should say, is going to be bring out more of your transients, more punchy. So that would be good for like drums, more staccato type sounds, more sounds with a lot of attack. So you can, for each band, you can blend between having it all the way in N mode or N mode, A mode, N mode or A mode. And from each band, so you have 4 bands here, and this red knob for each band will have you dial in if you wanted that band to be operating in N mode or in A mode, and anything in between that. So you can have it half and half, 3/4 one way, 1/4 the other way, however you feel like blending it. All the other usual suspects are here. For a basic EQ, we have high pass, low pass, and there is an in and out knobs for you to blend and level match the signal that you are processing. So definitely check that one out. Next up, we have Max Backs from, once again, Analog Obsession. This one is unique because it actually functions very well, very smooth, very detailed, and it can operate in mid-side. I've used it before in some very surgical ways. So you can actually use this for mastering if you know what you're doing, for a nice mid-side EQ for your mastering. But I think that's where the strength and the power of this one lies, is the fact that it does have the ability to switch from left and right stereo mode to mid-side mode, and it is very effective. in mid-side mode. And I think that is it for the list, guys. So definitely check those out. The link is in the description. It'll take you to this blog page where you can check out the plugins I just discussed. The download links are there for the plugins respectively. And also with the links in the description, there is a link to a series that I did on PC specs. I think it's like a 5 or 6 part series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're interested in understanding how your computer works along with your DAW and also your audio interface for you to produce music, if you're looking to upgrade your rig or get a new computer and you want to understand what are the best specs to get based on your workflow and what your production needs are, if you're more of a songwriter, if you're more of a beat maker, if you record a lot of bands, you know, depending on how you use your system, it's good to understand how the computer is working, how your RAM is working, how your CPU is working, and how your audio interface works with your DAW to help you do what you need to do as it pertains to music production, so you'll know where to spend your money. Do I need more RAM? Do I need more cores? Or do I need higher performance per core based on what I'm doing in the different software that I'm using throughout my music production? Things are changing with that, so I'm gonna have to update that soon because just everything going on with how they're using GPU and algorithmic stem separation. Let me say it like that. And I'll go deeper into that when I update those videos. But definitely check out that series, PC Specs and how it relates to music production. The link is in the description for that. And there's also a growing playlist of these videos, the live stream videos that I do, presenting you guys with free VST plugins and music production software. So if you're looking for more videos like these, there is a growing playlist there with a lot of videos, always giving you guys free links to free music production software and plugins. So that's it for the videos, guys. Check back, I think Saturday. I'm still not locking in a schedule because my schedule is crazy, but I should be doing another live stream on Saturday to wrap up the month of free EQ VSTs. So check back on Saturday, hopefully. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.